Yay, math! Welcome. So this first lesson, and then be ready because I'm going to throw in my pirate references. There you go. Has to do with ratio. Does anyone know what a ratio is? Go ahead, say it. What's a ratio?
A ratio is like, it's like one number to another number, like 20 to 5, for example.
Right.
Which would be equivalent to 4 to 1, because when you multiply like 4 times 5, it's 20, and 1 times 5 is 20. So multiplying the two smaller numbers by the same amount will equal the same ratio.
Nice, you're going where we're going. Well done. It is a comparison between two numbers. Can we just write that as the definition of a ratio right there? That's all I want. Comparison of two numbers. All right, we throw that down. Comparing two numbers. And I'll grab a different marker for that. All right, so let's do it. Volunteer, can we do this example? Can we talk through that one? Suppose there are, read it out loud. Read it out loud.
Suppose you trade 30 gold doubloons.
Doubloons! They're gold coins that pirates use.
For 5 compasses. For every 30 doubloons, so I'm so confused. So let me do the math.
Say it again.
So
Suppose you
5,
trade 30
10,
gold doubloons.
15, 20, 25, 30, and that's 6. So try to do the math, but I forgot.
I'm so happy this is happening. You know why? You notice I didn't ask a question on the page, did I? 30 gold doubloons you trade for 5 compasses. There's no question. Can anyone think, what you were doing is you're trying to answer the question. Can anyone think of a question before we answer it? Yeah, what's the question?
How many doubloons fit into the 5 compasses?
Well, we know that. There's 30 gold doubloons that are traded for 5 compasses. So do we have a question we could ask beyond that, even though you're correct about it? Yes.
How many doubloons per compass?
How many doubloons per compass? This is correct. Yes. Is this what you were toying
So
with?
for every,
Oh, wait. Before you answer. I want everyone to have a chance to think about it. So if you can think of how much it would be for 1 compass, how many doubloons, please don't call it out. The only reason why this time, I want everyone to have a chance to think. If you have the number of doubloons, hold it up with your fingers close to the body, not up, because people behind you would see it. And I'll say yes, 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 yes. It's okay if you don't know. Yes. Yes, okay, call it out. How many?
6.
6, nice, 6. 6 doubloons. You know what was really cool about that? And you are Salty Sue. Salty Sue raised a good question, yars. What Salty Sue was coming up with was how much for 1. This is called a unit rate. You can see that at the bottom. So a unit rate, you can make that definition known for yourself, is a ratio where the second number is what number? 1, correct. It's a ratio where the second number, the comparison, is 1. Something to 1. Something to 1. You could even write that. You write something to 1.
Under the ratio?
Let's talk about why unit rate is so helpful in life. Because we have a situation with crew eating fish. Volunteer to read, if you want, in a piratey voice. I'm going to go one behind you, and I'll come back to you. Go ahead, nice and loud, your crew.
Your crew eats 12 fish in 3 days. How many fish would you need? Would be needed for a blank day journey?
Right, and then read the next question.
How many full days could you travel if your crew caught 21 fish?
Right, okay, so we have a situation with
Right.
12, right, so 12, we go 12 fish, yeah,
In 3 days.
3 days. So this colon is a great way to express ratios. And you know what's cool? If people didn't see this right away, often ratio is you could think of it as a division. Maybe you didn't think of that right away, or you did it. Was that what you were going to say?
That's what I was thinking.
Say what you were going to say.
So, I was gonna say, I just start with the one on the left, then divide it by the one on the right.
Bravo. It's true. Ratios are a comparison involving division. That's right. I never said that before, and I'm glad you brought that up. There's that 6. Could you do that for us? What would the division here be?
12 divided by 3.
Bravo! 12 divided by 3 is what? Call it out!
4.
That's right. 12 divided by 3 is 4. And now, I want someone to express in words what the unit rate will be. Now come back to you, go ahead. Okay, thinking? Yes, nice and loud.
Would it be 12 fish for every 3 days?
That is the ratio. Could you give us the unit rate that applies to it? We divided, so now we got the number 4. What does the 4 mean? This is perfect for you.
How many fish per day?
Bah! Say it all together. The crew needs, let it finish.
4
Keep going. 4.
fish per day.
Correct. Give her a hand for that. Yeah. Pound it out. Pound it out.
Yes,
Pound it
seaweed
out.
salad.
Seaweed salad? Oh, Sally. I like seaweed salad. That's a 4 fish for 1 day. That's right. That's the unit rate. Way to stick with it. That was awesome. Now I want you to put a number in there when it says for a how many day journey. I want to do 7 days. That's the number that comes to me because it's kind of a week's journey on the high seas. We're going to set it up with a table. We're going to set it. We have more hands coming. We're going to set it up with a table. Tables are a great way to express ratios. So you see the table there on the left. What I want you to do on the left, I want you to head that table with days. And on the right, I want you to head it with fish. Okay? Days to fish. That's what we're going to do in this case. Days first, then fish, even though the ratio is set up this way. And then the first one, there is a 12 and a 3, right? Where would the 3 go? Would it go on the left or the right? Call it out.
Left.
Left for days. Don't put it at the top. You'll see why in a second. Put it somewhere in the middle. You'll see where I'm going. And where would the 12 go? Left or right?
Right.
Right, correct. It's okay. Left was the last thing we said. Okay. Let's go up maybe 2 rows. I would love to put this one in. Can you populate the table with this entry? Where would the 1 go? And where would the 4 go? Where would the 1 go? Left or right?
Left.
Left, good. Maybe leave a space. Maybe you see where I'm going with this. And on the right, we have a 4. Oh, cool. I see a pattern starting to emerge. Huh.
Oh.
Is there, nice. Is there a relationship, yes or no? Say it if you say, well, let me finish the question. I'm glad. Do we see a relationship that relates the number of days to the number of fish required? If that's true, if I put 2 days here, hold up close to the body, how many fish would be required? So let's say, suppose I'm a day. Hello, I'm day. How many fish are required for me? 4. Suppose here's another day. How many fish required for this day?
8.
No, just for this day. 4. How many fish required for both of our days together?
8.
8. Bravo. Does that make sense? Does that make sense more? Okay, bravo. 8. I heard the word just and multiply. Who wants to say that?
You just multiply the days by 4, and that would be the number of fish you need.
Bravo. That is expressing a ratio as a rule. Well done. You multiply the number of days by what?
4.
To get the number of what? To get
Fish.
fish. Good. Stay with the baby. Let's go. Yes. So here we go. Give me 4, 5, 6, and 7. Go ahead. Populate your tables. On your page. Go ahead. Populate the number of
Can we
fishies.
go all the way down because we have more already?
Just go for however long you need. My hat is, how's my hat? All right. As a group, please call out, I love this, please call out how many fish required for 4 days. Call it out.
16.
16. All of you call it out for 5 days.
20.
All of you count it out for 6 days.
24.
One of you call it out for 7, waiting patiently. Go ahead.
Okay, 7 is 28.
Put it in a complete sentence. After, or 4.
So you would need 28 fish to live for 7 days.
That's right, he put the 28 first. That's great, that's right. Hello, Yay Math friends. I recently learned that only 5% of people watching Yay Math's videos are actually subscribed to our channel. We've got to get that number up. I kindly ask that you subscribe to help Yay Math grow and help reach and inspire even more people in their learning. Thank you so much, and Yay Math!